It is a mess. It is a mess. Hey guys, it is me, Miss MatchaBlossom, and today my hair is just not my friend. Disregard, disregard. I'm actually wanted to do another Hanfu hairstyle video, but I wanted to do it more on medium length hair. More like where it's touching your collarbone or a little bit past it, or even to where it's long, but it's just like medium length. So hopefully you guys like this video. I did try to change my scenery a little bit so it's more clear and simple for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started on the hairstyle. So for hairstyle number 1, it is very simple and elegant. It is something that I actually got inspired of, just like the others, from some pictures. But you're going to start off with sectioning one side of your head and then framing it around the crown of your top of your head point. I did it a little bit far back, but you can do it as far front, so it's more closer to the middle of your crown. But I just took a section and I roll and tuck it, and then I make it into a triangular shape for my bump. You don't have to do it this way. I just chose this method because it was a lot easier for me. Now it is important to pin down the sides so it's all one shape, and then even the back, so once you have that, you can get started on the braids, which are these single parts that's going to frame around that bump. For the braided section, I chose a 1 or 1.5 inch section, and I just took it and I started braiding it downward. You can do it by twist, but braiding it makes it more firm and together, so you don't have to worry about hairs fraying away. But once I have that, I just pulled it over and I pinned it near my bun so that it can stay secure. If you do run into a problem where it's like giving you space between your head and the braid, just make sure you lay it a lot closer to your head. Now really, after you've pinned that second one, and make sure these are kind of layering not only on your head, but also pinned closely and neatly to your bun. This is pretty much the completed part for hairstyle number 1. This is good for either a long bob or a medium length hair where you're kind of right at your collarbone or it's right at the bottom of your neck. You can either add extended hair pieces, or you can just use that length that you have, and it still cutely frames your face while still bringing into a Hanfu inspired look. Hairstyle number 2 is what I call the twin infinity buns, kind of like buns or ponytails, but the best way I can describe this is it's like you're making a ponytail, but you push that ponytail backwards, take the middle part, and then take the ending part and loop it and crisscross it like a pretzel. So in summary, it's like taking a ponytail and making it into a pretzel shape and pinning it in your hair. That way, if you can better establish from that, then that's definitely what I'm doing here. Now it can get a little tricky if you don't have any like hair, like oils or serums or anything to kind of hold the hair down, or even a hairnet after you're done making this. So I would highly suggest that, just to make it more sturdy and usable for your hair onto the hairstyle. And remember, these hairstyles are for people who are not using hair inserts, so this is customizedly your hair. And once you finish the twin infinity or pretzel hairstyle, that's basically it. You can leave your hair up front, or you can put it behind your ear. I prefer behind the ear. It's more easier and cuter and cleaner that way. You can dress this up or dress really short hair or really long hair in a bob or medium length. I think this is cute either. Hairstyle number 3, come through. Why does this remind me of the show Fushiyuki? Like the video if you know what anime I'm talking about. So this hairstyle is something I actually saw from a picture. That's how I got inspiration for hairstyle 1 and 2. Basically, all you're adding is a braid to the bottom half of the hair. So I'm just taking the braid and I'm tucking it behind my head. Make sure you're putting it in an oval shape and that you're next to a mirror. Sometimes if you don't do it correctly, your hair will twist. So make sure you braid from one side to the other. You can do twist, but I prefer braids because it's more firm and less fraying or hair strands flying everywhere. Now, I've been at that awkward stage where your hair is kind of growing, kind of not. This is a great hairstyle for that long enough, or, you know, it's not short enough either. This is a great in-between hairstyle. If you want to use it for Hanfu and you don't want to have your hair out, this is a great kind of in-between summer-ish look. Hairstyle number 4 is so cute. It reminds me of the hairstyles you see in the early 80s or 90s of the historical Chinese dramas, and I love those because their hairstyles are so cute. So, of course, where I started with this hairstyle, you're going to take a section like you're going to make a ponytail, but instead you're going to wrap it to make a bun. This actually, in my opinion, relieves a lot of tension on your head. You're just rolling it and then pinning it. So yes, it might pin your head if you don't do it correctly, but it's less tension on straining your hair. So after I've done my little mouse buns, I'm going to go ahead and start the braids. The braids are just similar to the first hairstyle. I'm just going to take it from behind my ear and I'm going to braid straight down from an inch section. And what I do from one side, I do to the other side of the hair as well. So I know for the most part, these hairstyles look pretty simple. They're not as complicated or difficult to do, but I do want to let people know it is attainable to do these hairstyles regardless of background or race or skill or experience. You just gotta give it a try. Just like these hairstyles, I give them a try and I look really freaking adorable if I do say so myself. But this hairstyle is great for the summer and also great for kind of like semi-formal occasions, if not like your birthday or something like that. If not, great for people with medium length hair because it allows you that length and also simplicity to do more styles with your hair than you thought you'd be. Hairstyle number 5 is what I call the challenge. Okay. This hairstyle is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we can do this, we can do this. So I actually took this hairstyle from something I got inspired of, but it had hair pieces, so I'm going to try to do it in my own section. I take a little section from the top and make a baby bun. So I'm doing a little baby bun, like how we did earlier with no like real hairpins or anything just yet. It is very important to get the right sizing for your bun because then next you're going to do is the loop, which is step 2 of this hairstyle. So once again, I'm taking the baby bun, I'm making sure I pin it, just like on one side you do to the other. Now jumping into step 2 is the loop. So it's the first loop you're going to make. I just moved away 2 pieces of hair I'm going to use for later, and then I'm going to start with the step 2, which is the loops. The loops are actually pretty easy. I took a 1 to 2 inch section and I'm trying to see how I wanted to wrap it around the baby bun and then pin it to it so you can see it looks like a hair insert loop bell or loop bun. So as mentioned, they do have hair inserts like this with the bun and loop, but if you do not have it, this is one of my best methods of doing it. It may take you a minute to find the desired length or the desired way you want to pin it. Don't worry about the flyaways, you can fix that later once the hairstyle is complete itself. Trust me, I did that at the end. Now, we're going to start on step 3, which is the last loop, or the second loop. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my last hair piece, and I'm going to try to make it a circle loop, like how we did the circle braid in the beginning with the other number 2 or 3 hairstyle. So I'm just simply taking the hair, looping it, twisting it a little bit, and then placing it on the back of the baby bun, which was in step 1. So you got step 1, baby bun, step 2, first loop, step 3, the last loop. Now, once you've pinned the last part of the hair of the loop for the second loop on one side, I'm going to go ahead and just start on the front last pieces, which are tied right around my neck. for the last two pieces, all I'm really doing is I'm just braiding it down, and you can keep it braided down that way, but I don't think it's clean or complete that way, or you can keep the hair pieces down. But I chose to braid it and put it across my crown of my head and make it look a little bit more formal, so that when I add hair accessories, it looks a bit more formalized or a bit more elegant, in my opinion. As I mentioned, if your hair does have flyaways or stick-ups like I do, go ahead and fix it. It's totally fine. This is what happens when you have hair that just don't like you. I could see either a concubine, either in the palace, a highly favored concubine, either having this, or a palace maid, if not even like a maid of a courtesan. But this is something I think is really cute, simple, and formal. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you hit the like video if you want to see more Hanfu hairstyles like this, or just more that are more kind of like centered toward a specific group. I'd be more than happy to show that to you. Don't forget to hit the like and hit the subscribe button if you're very much interested in this kind of topic or channel, and with the bell notification so that you keep watching and are notified when YouTube has a video with my video on it. No, when I have a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Blossoming out. That's my new thing. I'm gonna sound like a bird. And subscribe button with the bell notification right at the top. Hit the that's a lot of words in one. Okay, let's. What the fuck? This movie don't make sense. If you guys are wondering, I'm watching the movie Real Blade on Asian Crush. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. What is with these effects? This movie don't even make sense. My bitch 22 shorts is 37. What the fuck? Wow. They suck at martial arts. Why is there a kid crying in the background? Oh. Okay, let's see.